Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. React Testing Tutorial 14, Code Coverage with Jest and Istanbul. This tutorial dives deep into code coverage in React testing using Jest, a popular testing framework, and Istanbul, which Jest uses internally for code coverage. Code coverage is a valuable metric that helps you understand how much of your source code is being exercised by your tests. It's not a silver bullet, but it can highlight areas that might be missing tests or have untested code paths. What you'll learn asterisk. What is code coverage and why it matters? Different types of code coverage metrics. Setting up code coverage with Jest. Interpreting code coverage reports. Configuring Jest's coverage options. Ignoring specific files or lines from coverage. Strategies for improving code coverage. Example React component and tests with coverage analysis. Prerequisites Basic understanding of React and JavaScript. Familiarity with Jest and its testing syntax, example describe, it, expect. Node.js and npm, or yarn, installed. 1. What is code coverage? Code coverage is a measure of the extent to which the source code of a program is executed when a particular test suite runs. It tells you what parts of your code were actually run when your tests were executed. This information can be used to identify untested code areas. Why code coverage matters Find untested code It helps identify parts of your code base that lack tests, which can be prone to bugs. Identify redundant tests Sometimes, you might have tests that don't actually test anything meaningful or cover any new code paths. Coverage reports can reveal these redundant tests. Improve test suite quality By targeting gaps in coverage, you can write more comprehensive and robust tests. Refactoring confidence When refactoring code, having good coverage gives you more confidence that you haven't broken any existing functionality. Gauge the risk of changes Understand how well your existing tests protect different parts of the code base. Important note Code coverage is not a guarantee that your code is bug-free. It only tells you what lines were executed, not whether the code is functioning correctly. High code coverage combined with meaningful assertions provides a better guarantee. Strive for meaningful tests, not just high numbers. 2. Types of code coverage metrics Jest, and Istanbul, provide several types of code coverage metrics. Statement coverage measures whether each statement in the code has been executed. A statement is a single line of code. Branch coverage measures whether each branch instruction, example if statements, ternary operators, switch cases, has been taken in both true and false directions. Function coverage measures whether each function in the code has been called. Line coverage often the same as statement coverage, measures whether each line of code has been executed. Instruction coverage measures whether each instruction in the code has been executed. This is the most detailed metric. Each metric is expressed as a percentage, indicating the proportion of the code covered by tests. 3. Setting up code coverage with Jest Jest provides built-in support for code coverage using Istanbul. No additional installation is usually needed. Enabling code coverage To enable code coverage, you can use the -coverage flag when running Jest. Alternatively, you can add a coverage configuration option in your package.json or jest.config.js file. Package.json *. Jest.config.js, or jest.config.ts. B. Collect coverage from configuration asterisk. The collect coverage from option specifies which files should be included in the code coverage report. It accepts an array of glob patterns. Asterisk src//jsxtsx includes all JavaScript, JSX, TypeScript, and TSX files in the src directory and its subdirectories. Asterisk src//d.ts excludes all TypeScript definition files, .d.ts, from the coverage report. These files typically contain type information and don't contain executable code that needs to be tested. The character negates the pattern. Asterisk src/index.js excludes the main entry point of your application, often index.js or index.tsx, because it primarily handles rendering and might not be directly testable. 4. Interpreting code coverage reports asterisk. After running jest with the -coverage flag, it generates a detailed coverage report. The report is typically output in two formats. Terminal output a summary of the coverage for each file and overall statistics. HTML report a more detailed report in HTML format that you can view in your browser. The HTML report is usually located in a directory called coverage/lgov report. A terminal output asterisk. The terminal output will look similar to this. File the name of the file or directory. %stmts statement coverage percentage. %branch branch coverage percentage. %funcs function coverage percentage. %lines line coverage percentage. Uncovered line s the line numbers in the file that are not covered by any tests. This is the most useful column for identifying gaps. B. HTML report asterisk. The HTML report provides a more visual and interactive way to analyze coverage. Open the index.html file inside the coverage/lgov report directory in your browser. The HTML report shows a similar summary as the terminal output, but it also allows you to drill down into individual files to see which lines are covered and uncovered. Highlight uncovered lines directly in the code. View branch coverage information more clearly, example which branch of an if statement was taken. 5. Configuring jest's coverage options Jest offers several configuration options to customize the code coverage process. These options can be placed in your jest.config.js file. Coverage directory string, default, coverage, the directory where coverage reports are generated. Coverage reporters array of strings, default, text, lgov, clover, the reporters to use for generating coverage reports. Common reporters include text, the text-based summary in the terminal. lgov, generates an LCOV report, used for tools like coveralls. Clover, generates a Clover report, used for some CI/CD systems. JSON, generates a JSON report. HTML, generates the HTML report. Text summary, only outputs a summary to the console, not file-based reporting. Coverage threshold object, specifies minimum coverage thresholds that must be met for the test suite to pass. This can be used to enforce a certain level of code coverage. If the coverage falls below these thresholds, Jest will fail the test run. This helps maintain a minimum standard. Use with caution, as it can also lead to writing trivial tests just to increase the coverage percentage. Asterisk coverage provider asterisk, string, default, Babel, specifies the coverage provider. Common options, Babel, default, or V8. V8 can provide faster and more accurate coverage but might not be fully compatible with all projects. Asterisk test match, array of strings, default, /__tests //JTS, x, /, dot. Plus, spec test, .jts, x, this setting, while not directly related to coverage configuration, is crucial for ensuring your tests are run, which is necessary for generating coverage reports. Check this setting if no coverage is being generated. 6. Ignoring specific files or lines from coverage ***. Sometimes, you might want to exclude certain files or lines of code from the coverage report. This is useful for *configuration files, code that is difficult or impossible to test directly, example third-party libraries, dead code that you intend to remove later, parts of code you want to explicitly exclude from coverage calculation. Ignoring files You can exclude files using the Collect Coverage From option in your jest.config.js file. B. Ignoring lines or blocks of code You can use special comments to instruct Istanbul to ignore specific lines or blocks of code. */Istanbul ignore next / ignores the next line of code. */Istanbul ignore file / ignores the entire file. Place this comment at the top of the file. */Istanbul ignore start / Istanbul ignore end / ignores a block of code. */Istanbul ignore if / ignores the if statement and its branches. Use these directives sparingly and only when there is a valid reason to exclude code from coverage. Overusing them can mask real gaps in your test suite. 7. Strategies for improving code coverage ***. Start with important code **. Focus on testing the most critical parts of your application first, example core business logic, API interactions. Write unit tests Unit tests isolate individual functions or components and are easier to write and maintain. Use integration tests Integration tests verify that different parts of your application work together correctly. Test edge cases Consider all possible inputs and scenarios, including error conditions and boundary values. Mock dependencies Use mocking libraries, example jest.mock, to isolate components and functions from external dependencies. Test asynchronous code Use async / await or promises to test asynchronous operations. Follow test-driven development, TDD. Write tests before writing the code. This forces you to think about the desired behavior and ensures that your code is testable. Review uncovered lines Carefully examine the uncovered lines in the coverage report and determine why they are not being tested. Write tests to cover those areas, if possible. Don't sacrifice quality for coverage Aim for meaningful tests that verify the correctness of your code, not just tests that increase the coverage percentage. 8. Example React component and tests with coverage analysis Let's create a simple React component and its tests, and then analyze the code coverage report. A component, src/components/greeting.jsx. B tests, src/components/greeting.test.jsx. C. Run tests with coverage ***. D. Analyzing the coverage report ***. After running the tests, open the coverage/lgov report/index.html file in your browser. you should see that the greeting.jsx component has 100% statement, branch, function, and line coverage because we've tested all the possible code paths in the component. This indicates a well-tested component. 9. A more complex example and addressing low coverage. Let's consider a slightly more complex example where achieving full coverage requires more thoughtful testing. A component, src/components/conditional rendering.jsx. B initial tests, src/components/conditional rendering.test.jsx. C run coverage and analyze *. Run npm test coverage. You'll likely see that the onLogin and onLogout handlers are not covered. D improving coverage *. We need to test that the onLogin and onLogout functions are called when the corresponding buttons are clicked. E updated tests, src/components/conditional rendering.test.jsx. Now, when you run the coverage report again, you should see close to 100% coverage. The key was to mock the onLogin and onLogout functions and assert that they were called when the buttons were clicked. 10. Code coverage in CI/CD pipelines ***. Code coverage is especially valuable when integrated into your continuous integration/continuous delivery CI/CD pipelines. You can *generate coverage reports *, configure your CI/CD system to run Jest with coverage enabled during each build. *enforce coverage thresholds *, use the coverage threshold option in jest.config.js to fail the build if the coverage falls below a certain level. *publish coverage reports * store and display the coverage reports in your CI/CD system or in a dedicated code coverage tool, example coveralls, codecov. This allows you to track coverage trends over time and identify areas that need improvement. Popular coverage tools *. Coveralls *, a web service that provides code coverage history and analysis. You can integrate it with your GitHub repository and CI/CD pipeline. Codecov *, another popular code coverage service similar to coveralls. Conclusion *. Code coverage is a powerful tool for improving the quality of your React applications. By understanding the different types of coverage metrics, configuring Jest's coverage options, and writing comprehensive tests, you can gain valuable insights into your code base and ensure that your code is well tested. Remember that code coverage is just one piece of the puzzle. It's important to write meaningful tests that verify the correctness of your code. Aim for a balance between high coverage and high quality tests.